Hello guys, I am back with another unbalanced technique that has not been fixed. Not sure, or it's not really fixed, but it's more like a balance issue that has been nerfed. Not sure what the admins are doing, but I mean it's unnerved, so might as well just abuse it until they nerf it, right? It's on them. Anyways, you might see that I'm on the leaderboard. This took a good amount of time to grind. Not too much, maybe like 20 hours max. Who knows? I was supposed to AFK half of it anyways. So, yeah. You might see me on number 1 whenever I stream again, or maybe whenever this video uploads, right? You might see me on the leaderboard as number 1. Who knows? Maybe it gets nerfed a bit earlier than the update day, or maybe it gets nerfed on update day, or maybe it doesn't get nerfed at all, which is the best case scenario. So, yeah, maybe you guys will see me, further up on the leaderboard, which is pretty cool, right? You can track my progress if you want, because I will definitely be on here. And I'm pretty sure the other guys on here do not know about the technique, otherwise, why would I be on here, right? So, this is definitely not known yet, and yeah, I hope the devs, maybe balance a bit more, but that requires a good balance team. Requires some good testers as well, and actually tell them what to balance, but it's all good. Anyways, I'll go straight into the video and the strategy. And we're back. So this is the strategy. It does not involve this floppy. I just kind of wanted to pull it out, because it was kind of cool looking, and it's very big. Anyways, you want to be in the luminescent cavern. I will not show you how to get here. You can look up another video. There's a ton of assumptions with this video. You want the evil pitchfork unlocked, and then if you want the maximum gains, you will want the Elder Moss Ripper unlocked as well. It involves this angler guy right here. Very, very broken. Not balanced since it came out. A ton of issues with it as well. But 2 weeks ago, this guy came out with very, very good buffs. Whenever you give a fish to the angler, it will multiply the fish value. It'll sell the fish and multiply the value you sell it for depending on what rarity fish it is. It will also give you XP as well. So if you use the angler as an XP method, it's pretty good. And yeah, I can show you guys my stats for it. Not trying to flex, but I am flexing, I have 2,141 angler quests done. So yeah, I'm definitely abusing the unbalanced issues. And then my player XP. I have over 1 billion XP. So yeah, this guy is very, very good. And, balance team is nowhere to be seen. There are 2 places to do the anglers. There's the Luminescent Cavern, which I'm at right now, and the Crimson Cavern, which I am at now. So for the anglers, if you don't know how that works, wherever place you're at, so I'm at the Crimson Cavern right now, right? The beast theory is what the angler will ask for. These are the fish that the angler will ask. So since I've completed 100% of the Crimson Cavern, these are every single fish you can get here. So you can get Ancient Dragon, Lithodes, Mega Cantha, whatever this is called, and all the other fish. Now the strategy mainly only needs Ancient Dragons and the crab right here from the crab cage. So you realistically only need crab cages for the strategy and Evil Pitchfork and Sundials, because that's how you spawn Ancient Dragons, is through Sundials and cycling them away. And now if you're at the Luminescent Cavern Angler, this guy will only accept Luminescent Cavern Beast Theory fish. So it will accept it will require Colossal Blue Dragons, Blue Sea Slugs, and Colossal Ethereal Dragons. It will also accept the other fish, but this technique does not require the other fish. It only requires the Blue Sea Slug and Ethereal Dragons. Luminescent Cavern is a lot harder to do than the Crimson Cavern. So only do the Luminescent Cavern if you have Elder Moss Ripper, or you have a ton of Ethereal Dragons or Sea Slugs. You can trade for Ethereal Dragons, but I wouldn't recommend it if you don't have Elder Moss Ripper. So yeah, just do Crimson Caverns if you don't have Elder Moss Ripper. Some tips for catching the fish in each beast tier location, Crimson or Luminescent, depending on which strategy you want to do. Luminescent if you have Elder Moss Ripper, and Crimson if you only have Evil Pitchfork. But if you have Elder Moss Ripper and Pitchfork, you can do both, which I recommend the most because that's the most optimal. So for these crab cages, you really want to claim the crab cages during nighttime, because if you look in the beast theory, the Blue Sea Slug requires nighttime and foggy. So you want the time to 100% be nighttime. If it's not nighttime, don't claim them. You will almost never get any of them. It's really bad. It's really rare to get during daytime. So you only want to claim them during nighttime. You can pop a smoke screen or foggy weather if you want. It increases the chances a bit. You don't need the season, but season definitely increases chance as well, so it's not too big of a deal. This also is the method for the Crimson Crab, which is the crab, like Litho's Megacantha here. It's nighttime foggy, so you just want to claim the crab cages during night and during foggy weather. You don't need any other fish besides the Litho's Megacantha and the blue sea slug from crab cages, so these are the only two you need to save, unless they change some things, right? This video might be outdated very soon because update is tomorrow or around 36 hours from when I'm recording this, so whenever the update is, they might patch it, they might update it, who knows, right? So yeah, hopefully you guys can use this as much as you can before maybe it gets nerfed, right? Because this is definitely overpowered. The other fish you will want for the strategy is Colossal Blue Dragon and Colossal Ethereal Dragon, as well as the Colossal Ancient Dragon. All of these can be spawned through sundials. So you just pop sundials and run as many sundials as you can until one of the dragons spawns. If you've popped around like 20, 30 sundials and you don't get a dragon to spawn, you can switch lobbies, go to a different lobby. You definitely want to be in a low player lobby because people can contest the dragons and steal them away from you, you know? But if you're in a private server, it's not big of an issue. If you're free to play and don't have a private server, you can just go to a public server listing and click on descending or ascending. I don't know which one it is, but choose the one that's the lowest number of people, and then you can join a server from there with no players in it, and it will completely work. And then if the dragons don't spawn in 20 sundials, as I said before, you can just swap lobbies, swap to a different public server with 1 or 2 players in it, and you should be good to do the strategy. So I'm back with the dragon spawn after sundialing, and I'm lucky enough to get Colossal Ethereal Dragon, so I'll show you guys what to do whenever an Ethereal Dragon spawns. But whenever a Colossal Blue Dragon spawns or Colossal Ancient Dragon spawns, what you want to do is use Evil Pitchfork with Sea Overlord, Sea Prince, use Luminous Larva right here, and then do the skip fish technique if you know how to do it. And then wait till one of the ghost procs happen, just out there. Ghost procs happen, and you fish the exotic, and then you catch it after it gets the ghost proc. And here, this was a small dragon. It was only 500k kg or tons. It wasn't too big, but yeah, you can get up to, I think 1.5 million was the highest I got in kg for the blue dragon. So yeah, you can get up to that one. So yeah, they're pretty good. For the Ethereal Dragon, you want to have Elder Moss Ripper equipped. I just equipped it, so I don't have it on cooldown. But Elder Moss Ripper, if you know what it does, every 1 minute or 2 minutes, depending on your mastery. So if you have mastery unlocked, it's every 1 minute. The Elder Moss Ripper will have a chance to fish up a fish in a loot pool. So if you use Elder Moss Ripper, you have a 15% chance to get the Ethereal Dragon passively. So this is the best way to get as many Ethereal Dragons without catching it. So yeah, and then basically what you want to do is every 1 minute or 2 minutes, you can set a timer as well, and you just want to fish up a fish on the cooldown of the mastery, and then hope it is a Ethereal Dragon. So a few information about the pull while I'm trying to show the passive right now is that the pulls last for 15 minutes. So whenever a Ethereal Dragon spawns, 15 minutes after it spawns, it will disappear. So for this strategy, you just want to fish around 12 minutes, 10 minutes, or 12 minutes, depending on your preference. Just fish 10 to 12 minutes with the Elder Moss Ripper only with the passive to try and get the Ethereal Dragons from your passive only. And then at the last 10 to 12 minutes, you can pop a Aurora Totem. Let me show you guys. So let me turn it to nighttime. But you can pop an Aurora Totem and then fish up the Ethereal Dragon. I'll show you guys here because I think I have enough stock and I'll definitely get more later. But this is just for showing purposes. but I have not caught the ethereal dragon yet from my passive, and it's only been like 2 or 3 minutes. So this is a bit way too early to start fishing for it. But yeah, once you're at the 10 or 12 minute mark of duration for the dragon, you can start fishing it up and trying catching it. So that it gives you 1 extra dragon that you can use for the luminescent cavern angler. Now these dragons are a lot easier to catch than Scylla if you've tried to catch Scylla before. You get these pretty often, so during one Aurora Totem you can get a decent amount of dragons. So you shouldn't be able to miss it with 3 to 4 minutes left, or 3 to 5 minutes depending on how long you took or waited to try and catch the dragon. So you should be able to get one in 3 to 5 minutes, unless you're a bit unlucky like I am right now, so yeah. There we go. So, you saw that was pretty easy. Maybe took like 2 or 3 minutes, not sure. But yeah, it's not too hard. Fishing this should be relatively easy if you have Spooky on your Elder Moss Ripper. You don't really want size boost, I think, on Elder Moss Ripper because size boost doesn't affect the passive catch, and if you do catch one, it's really hard with the size boost enchant. So you want slashes on Elder Moss Ripper for catching these secret fish. You can go piercing, chaotic, either one is fine. I have Spooky because Spooky is one of the best enchants in the game. So yeah, I'm just using Spooky. You might not have it, so piercing should still be fine if you have it. And there we go. Caught the dragon and we're all good now. So after you've got the blue dragons, say you got blue dragons or ancient dragons fished up, ancient dragon with siren spite, right? And then you have ethereal dragons. Once you have all these fished up, you can go to Traveler's Whistle. You can get this from the traveling merchant. Spawns, I don't know, no clue. You can buy it. Just find the guy, you know. I'm not gonna go too much into detail how to get the Traveler's Whistle, but get the Traveler's Whistle, teleport to Treasure Island, and then go talk to the guy at the treasure appraising area so you can increase the size of your fish. A little bit off topic, but they're gonna reintroduce black markets again, so make sure you have enough money to buy this gravity coil. Best item in the game to buy from black market, in my opinion. Very useful. So this costs around 500 million, so make sure you get 500 million, and it should be pretty easy with the strategy. Even though I haven't showed you guys the actual strategy yet to get as many dragons as possible, or not to get as many dragons as possible, but to get a lot of dragons from the Angler quest, I will show you guys whenever it's time, you know? Anyways, so once you have the stock saved up, you can go to the Angler guide and appraise. And then once you're in here, you can do whatever strategy you want. It doesn't really matter. They all have the same probability. Yeah, so I like clicking down the very leftmost row because I think it's pretty lucky here, but you know, it doesn't really matter, and yeah. So you can sit here praising all your fish. It takes a while. It's decently tedious, but it is definitely worth the money since all your money is going to be multiplied by the angler. Multiplied. Imagine. Anyways, 8x multiplier, really good. So 80% increase on the weight increases the coin value, and all that coin value gets increased by whatever angler multiplier it is. So it's very broken. Amazing how the admins even decided, or developers decided to put this in the game. So I go for, as long as it goes 7, I'm fine with it. 1.35, I'm honestly fine. The bigger fish you have, I say you want the higher multiplier. So since I don't really care about ethereal dragons, they don't get too much money. I'm just gonna go with any multiplier I can get, maybe like 1.5 maximum, if I can get it from a full row. And I'll just get as much as, like, just any multiplier is fine on these. It's not that big of a deal. So 1.49, I'll just probably take this, cause good thing, cause if I clicked the next one, it would've been dead fish. But yeah, if it's like small weight or like not a good fish, like ethereal dragon, you can just go with any appraising multiplier because it's not really important. 1.59, take it, we're good. I could have clicked down a bit more, but it's whatever. So if you have bigger fish, you definitely want to go for 1.6x or above, because the bigger the fish, the more it gets multiplied by treasure appraiser, right? Yeah, so let's say you had a 1000 kg fish. This is just to show as example. there's no fish is like 1,000 kg from dragons, right? But if you have 1,000 kg fish, and you had a 1.6x multiplier, that's 1,600, that's 1,600 total kg it will have, right? So that is a lot, that's 600, right? That's a lot of, extra weight that's getting added. And that gets multiplied by how much the fish values per kg, right? So you get more money from that 600. And then say you had 100 kg fish, and then you got 1.6x. That would only give you 60 more weight, right? Which is not as much as 600. So yeah, if you have a bigger fish, like the 1,000, for the example, 1,000, you definitely want to have a higher multiplier compared to the lower fish. There's more value in having higher multiplier for a bigger fish than there is for a lower fish. So yeah, that was a lot of yapping, but yeah, hopefully you guys grew a bit more understanding of how math works. Okay, so I stopped praising fish because I want to actually show you guys the strategy now. So once you have your stock up, ancients or blue dragons, and ethereal dragons, and the sea slugs. I don't really have any sea slugs right now in my inventory because I kind of used it to try and get to the leaderboard as fast as possible. And then with lithodes as well. Save up a ton of lithodes, sea slugs, with using the nighttime trap cages, foggy weather, season doesn't matter, all that. The one thing I want to add with the method using pitchfork is what you can do during winter. Right now it's autumn. Whenever the season's winter, you can spawn a blue moon totem. Or, not a blue moon totem, but a blue moon can appear. And whenever a blue moon appears, you can go to Snowcap Island, go to the tunnel that opens up during blue moon, and then you can catch a blue moon idol. These are pretty easy to catch. So if you have an evil pitchfork, just catch these up, and then you get the blue moon buff. I don't know the exact buffs, but I'll probably show it on screen. It gives you like 1.5x guaranteed like weight multiplier. It's really good and gets you higher weighted fish, which is really good, right? So yeah. And then you can just use that with the evil pitchfork passive proccing with the ghost, and yeah. So now I'll get into the actual strategy of the angler. You guys are probably waiting. I was yapping a bit too long, but hopefully you guys, stay through it. Anyway, so as you can see with angler quests, there's an exclamation mark above all of them, right? Every single angler quest in any location will have an exclamation mark. You might be wondering what this exclamation mark is. So if you notice with regular fishing, that there's also, or right now, there's also an exclamation mark, and that one was red, and this is what? A stalactite, which is trash. So yeah, these anglers are the same thing. This pink means it's a mythic fish. So if I talk to the guy and actually accepted the quest, it would ask me for a mythic fish, which is, it's either the crab cage or the other thing, the jellyfish, I think. So if I'll show you guys what the crimson guy looks like. Not all anglers have the same quest, right? So that angler was pink, mythic. And then the angler here is purple. This is unusual. So, yeah. All the anglers have different quests. And kindly enough, the developers decided to allow us to see what quests these guys can get. Very kindly. And what happens if you rejoin the server after, seeing the rarity fish? So I'm joining the game again after leaving the other server. Or not really leaving the server, but just rejoining the same server again after disconnecting. And oh, it's still pink. This is a bit unlucky, but I'll check the crimson angler right now because making sure that crimson is not the same one. That would be really unlucky if it was both the same, Oh, yeah, so now we're at crimson, and whoa, it's not purple anymore. Hold up. What does white mean? Yeah, so white means exotic or secret. Yeah, the gradients colors are not the correct, so you can't differentiate between an exotic and a secret. So if you're at luminescent, a white one can mean secret as well, but if you're at the crimson one, this only means the crab or the ancient dragon. So what's the job? The crab. Which is a bit unfortunate because I can't sell the dragon right here to show you guys how much money you would make from the dragon, but you get the point, right? Yeah, so after you complete that, it changes the quest. It's green now. I made money, got XP. Very, very OP. And you get an enchant relic. Like, you get an item from the angry loophole. But yeah, this is the technique. You just swap lobbies, switch it until it's a white exclamation mark, and accept the quest once you have enough stock, and turn in a very high weighted dragon. I will show you guys how much a dragon sells for whenever I get one to, spawn. The maximum I've gotten, I think, was around 200 million, and maybe right now it's 100 million. That's around average, so it's really good, right? But I'll come back once I get a dragon sold. I rejoined the server again, and yeah, this angler is white now. It used to be pink with the last two servers. But yeah, it's white now, and whoa, I wonder how that happened. Very cool. Developers are very kind, allowing us to see what quests these guys give. I'm not sure why they changed quests. Maybe it's not, who knows. But yeah, this is very, very OP and helps you cycle the quests a lot often. I hope this thing is not a blue sea slug. Hopefully it's the blue dragons. What's the job? Colossal blue dragon. Wow. The banana luck is real, right? Just ask and you shall receive. So I saved one of my bigger dragons. It's not too big. I've gotten upwards of 2.9 thousand tons or whatever it's called. But yeah, so 1.6 thousand tons gives this guy here 87 million coins. Wow, so much money. Very balanced. Love the balancing, And yeah, that is the strategy. You can optimize it a bit more if you want to grind out the extra. I don't know. You can get glowworms, right, and get the extra mutation if you want to go that far, but that's a bit of work. You can also get an alt account to sundial and only join the server whenever dragon spawns. Just to cycle like the ethereal dragons. So whenever ethereal dragons spawns, you kind of gotta answer it. And you gotta attend to the dragons. The dragons are very, very cool, right? Dragon. Oh. I hope you guys get rich. Hope you guys get rich before the black market. Hope you guys get rich before this gets nerfed. It will most likely get nerfed. Depending on how fast people know the strategy, it might get nerfed a bit sooner, but yeah, as long as this video doesn't pop off too hard, I don't think it'll get nerfed relatively soon. So make sure you subscribe though, subscribe for more of these strategies that are unbalanced because devs are not that great at balancing. Not sure what the balance team is at all. I did listen to Nick's Q&A, and wasn't too convinced about it, but it's all good. So yeah, that was the video. I yapped a bit. If you watched the entire video, you probably are rich soon. And I, hope you guys get rich. And good luck with your ventures. Hope you get a ton of dragons from the angler quest. And not sea slugs or crabs. And yeah, goodbye guys. Make sure to like and subscribe.